Hello. Today, nothing special today. We are just re-sleeving an old favorite here. This is Azusa. I've got to work in. I've got to work in the Green Dragon in here. It's Homer Path. Um, I have been. Let's get this straight here. What I have been doing with this particular deck is full art foiling the entire deck. Oh, let me close. And so I got me some new green inner sleeves that I'm going to be doing. And since Azusa is my favorite deck, I will be putting them in Wonder Woman. So we're going to separate the lands. I wish this Harmonize came in foil. Oh, dude. I had the original sleeve this deck was in was a Flesh and Blood one because I couldn't find anything, There is no Azusa sleeve, and if you search for Azusa sleeve, it's a Azusa from a totally different game, right? So looks nothing like our Azusa. Man, that new Kodama's reach is pretty. But I figure since I was re-sleeving, I might as well sit down and chat with y'all. So I appreciate y'all, the three of y'all, showing up and just taking part of this extremely boring live. I like the way that green inner sleeve makes it kind of pop at the edges since it's white. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Now, they do make a full art Seedborn, don't they? I need to. These lands have been, because I used side loaders a long time ago. I like side loaders. They are easier to put in. Now, yeah, we all know they're not as good as the bottoms to protect it. But Avengers Zendikaar's never been full arted, I don't think. But these planes I had to order them. Or us planes, these forests, I had to order them because they're in that box set of unsanctioned. You only get one foil, so and Azusa needed a bunch. That's the Garrick. That's the Xbox promo from what is that? 09. So just kind of re-sleeving, updating, mainly seeing what I need because this has become my baby, right? This has become my favorite. I don't always win with it. As a matter of fact, it rarely ever wins. We're going to put Garrick there because I'm not sure about Garrick in the deck. It pretty much just untaps two lands. That's what that Garrick does. Yeah, you get the nice overrun eventually, but planeswalkers tend to die always in our local meta here. Now this Garrick, the Primal Hunter, that's 5 mana to draw a bunch of cards. That's a draw spell. That's all I use it for. There again, it is not foil. It is not full art. So I've been looking for some outer sleeves that I really like because I'll triple sleeve this one. Wait, it's a pre-release Rampaging Baloth that I got autographed. Obviously, landfall, huge deal in Azusa. But now, regrowth. Wait a minute. I think I have. No, I don't. I was thinking that I had the Judge Full regrowth here, but I don't think I do. There's never been a borderless one, so I don't know. It was uncommon. That maybe what the problem is I'm really going to want that art. Commander Masters made a lot of stuff cheap. Oh, that's the problem right there with that's why side loads are so popular. But Commander Masters made a lot of cards a lot cheaper. What do y'all think about Commander Masters? I love the set provisionally. We all know it was just too dang high. And why they keep insisting to make these things for draft, the folks you are trying to sell this stuff to, us, Commander players, we're not that interested in drafting with Commander product. So there's a lot of weird choices they made just to solidify draft, but I just, yeah, there was a lot of cool card choices. I think it was a mistake to preview Eldraine before that went on sale, so that everybody knows they're gonna double shot the doubling season back to back sets. Whatever. It's a pretty aura. But as a functional set, yes, it could have been better, I think. It did have a lot of good reprints, tanked the prices on a lot, like everything that was in it. But as usual, everything that was not in it went up. Everything that you need to upgrade those 4 decks. And is it just me, or did enchantments get the shaft there? Because you had Slivers and Eldrazi. There had never before been an Eldrazi precon. Technically, there was a Sliver precon in the like the premium decks 15 years ago. Man, there's going to be so much air in these things. But that was a 60 card all foil deck, which it was. I said then it was a EDH starter kit. Some of those full slivers are a little on the pricey side now. But yeah, so the flood of product that comes out now. Yeah, we've always had 4 standard sets a year, but it seems like the ancillary sets 15 years ago used to be a $20 dual deck. You could spend $20 and get it all, and you're done. As to where now the ancillary sets are $400 booster boxes. It's kind of different. Scoot Swarm. But I do feel like that there is change a-coming. For good or ill, I'm not sure. Almost messed that up. Because we are just 2 days away. What is this? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We are 2 days away from Lorcana. And I know that it was the hot item at Gen Con. Wolfbriar Elemental is another one that I'm not sure is going to stay. Late game, it does make you an absolute army. But um, but you need the overrun or something to go with it. You know, there's not even a crater hoof in here. I need a crater hoof in this deck. Is there an extended art foil? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Lorcana. It was the hot item at Gen Con, and people were, running around waiting like, 12 plus hours in line just to be able to buy a box. I don't know about all that, but Disney does have a huge following. This is the first set, so Hydra, Primordial Hydra is just in there as a mana dump, and the telephone's ringing. We're going to ignore that telephone ringing because we're not open yet. I'm doing this here at the shop. Well, I was going to show you, but I'm here early before we open. So ordinarily I would answer that phone. But I'm sitting here talking with y'all. So was that one of y'all calling? Because as soon as I said I'm not answering that, it stopped ringing. Dungrove Elder. Dungrove Elder is good in mono green deck, right? It plays a lot of land. But I do have to find, I've got to find I've got a homeward path, a full homeward path that I got to find a swap out for, right? So that's another part of the reason why. I do have, I love that new Azusa because I'm still using the original Kamigawa champions. I love that new one. It has that art. I'm using the art card as the back. So, love that art. Got it ordered. It's en route. Been waiting for a full art Azusa that I actually liked. There was a couple secret layers or whatnot, but those it didn't speak to me. Engage with the products we care about, right? All these forests. It just pops better with that green border on the white sleeve. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it's a little. Yes, I picked these sleeves because they were super shiny. I didn't like the matte because I don't film gameplay. Y'all know that. And in the event I do, you'll recognize this deck from the glares. But here's one that needs a full art full. Praetor's Council. That needs it in a bad way. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, shiny cards. Anyway. Oh, Eternity Vessel. Here's one that either it actual matters zero or it matters a lot. But thanks to things like poison and commander damage, life totals don't always necessarily matter. I didn't realize how played this Joker was. To be honest with you, 6-drop artifact. It doesn't. You know what? That's the cut. That's the Homer path. Hey, Homer path's in now. AKA the Green Dragon Inn. Primal Bellow. There's a combat trick. Because, see, Target creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. My favorite thing in the world is, hey, good to see you, sir. My favorite thing to do with Primal Bellow is interfering in combats that don't involve me. That's kind of my thing, right? Somebody swinging at somebody else, and here I am with 17 forest, and you know what? It just happens to be their commander, or it happens to have infect. Yeah. You can spend 1 mana and eliminate a player. That's 1 mana, 1 card. That's a very good use of. I have just a regular old Return to Nature. That boggles the mind. Put that in the maybe not stack. We'll have to. I have my build box a couple feet away, so once we get done here, I'll have to look at my build box and see if I have shiny versions of this stuff. Because eventually, I'll get the entire deck foil. We're going to come across a couple cards that's going to be really, really hard to take out for foils. Really hard. But yes, there are a ton of abs. All the way from Portugal. Forgive me if I mess up your name. Ruglis? Glad you're tuning in. From across the good chunk of the world there. We're just re-sleeving today. Just sitting here. Re-sleeving Azusa. Got a new card for her. Wasn't really happy with the matte finish of the here's the difference. This is the new sleeve, and this is the old. The shinier the better for me, because I don't want a matte sleeve if I'm foiling out the entire deck. If I care so much to get it foiled, then I want it to actually, shine. That's why I don't think there's any etch fulls in here, because the etch fulls just don't. It's kind of, the full's kind of muted, Scoot Mob. There are always more Scoot bugs, and it's not full either. That's wild. So this is probably the first time I'm actually sitting down, seeing what I need for the deck to get it all shinified. So I really like these forests. I wish there was a sleeve in that forest. Now there's the John Avon sleeve, which y'all know John Avon is close, dear. Here's one that I can't foil. Constant Mist. It is very integral to the deck. I mean, to not die to combat damage, but it just doesn't exist in foil. So, and that one is well loved. It's a nice way of saying heavy played. Trap of the Hordes. I just don't think they'll ever full art foil this one, because I feel like if they were gonna, we'd have got it during the Phyrexian cycle, right? But now that storyline's over with, I don't feel like we're getting. I don't know. I'm not. I don't have all the secret layers up to memory. Heartbeat of Spring. That's a beast. When you're already playing that many lands. Another thing is, I had like 3 or 4 different kinds of inner sleeves, to just swapping cards out here and there over the years, trying to get it all matching where it looks, uniform, like it's supposed to belong. But yeah, I figured just re-sleeving the deck, sit down, chat with y'all. I know I've been kind of dominating the conversation here. Anybody got any questions? Oh, I put that in the wrong stack. Tooth and nail. I'll admit, I got the tooth and nail. It doesn't. I've cast it once since I put it in. It's a full art full I pulled from Commander Masters. Um, yeah, yeah. The 7 or that 9 mana doesn't really isn't that big a deal for this deck. Most of the time, if I don't have the Seedborn, I get the Seedborn and something else. It's essentially a Seedborn tutor. But I said, well, it's green and it's full art, so let's find a way. Allosaurus Rider. I finally actually cast this for its alternate play cost the first time after, what, 2006? 17 years. Lots of forest. Oh, here's one coming that's going to be hard to replace. I have it. The new white crater hoof is amazing. That card, I can't think of the name of it either, but that card is outstanding. White doesn't get that effect a lot. White gets +1/+1s. Um, it is totally a win condition. Because typically your white decks are a lot of small creatures, and I did pull an Arachnogenesis. The Spider Fog is kind of cool. Yeah, I love that white crater hoof. It's rare that white gets good stuff like that. White, especially with like lands and stuff. I think they took land tax and used that as just the whole identity for white playing catch up. Here's one. This is I'll take it out so I can show it to you raw. This is the Judge Foil Crucible of the Worlds, in that old border. I have a new one that's full art, but I mean, I think it's in a different deck. This may be one of the last ones I swap out because that Judge Foil is just so pretty. Stratascythe. Here's one actively looking for a replacement for. I like that it says each land on the battlefield with the same name. That's cool. So everybody's forest powered up. That does make it a little better. Ancient Green Ward. Oh, you know what I need? What is the name of that triple mana creature? Enchantment creature. Yeah. And Zendikar Rising, do they have full art fulls back then? I want to say they did. Ancient Green Warden's good too. Double landfall, play lands from your graveyard. I like that one. There's a Blanchwood armor. Just something simple. Simple like a Blanchwood. But there again, you slap a Blanchwood on your 1/2 Azusa and people start getting worried. Anyway, back to what was I saying? Lorcana. I know this is a Magic channel, but I am very excited about that. You know how we all kind of knew when Lord of the Rings hit that it was going to be the biggest Magic set of all time? We just knew. And that was confirmed by the Hasbro quarterly report because Chris Cox said it. Horn agreed. Yeah, I'm in my Fred Flintstone shirt today. But I have that same feeling about Disney. I think this Lorcana is it's going to be big. Now, play wise, I don't know. But one thing I have learned about other games is like Pokemon is that there are I must have got that from Jake. See, all kinds of different sleeves. That there are people who collect the game. Like some of my biggest Pokemon customers here are just collectors and not players. It's probably 50-50 here, which I hear is good. I hear that globally it's more askew than that. It's a beautiful gauntlet of power. I'm a sucker for full arts. I am. Love the shiny things, especially the things that have like all the colors in it, like that does. I guess I'll have to play this deck today. Wednesday is a little bit of a commander night here. No. Can't play today. I gotta go I'm still remodeling a good chunk of my house, so I think I have. Oracle of Moldiah. Love that one. Love all that green, you know. Now here's one. This is an original antiquities strip mine. I know it is not in the best shape in the world. It is the condition I like to refer to as run over by a truck. But it's an original antiquity strip mine. There is a gorgeous strip mine out there. There's several actually. It is there. Did they do that one in the Lord of the Rings stuff too? I don't remember. If they did, then it's going to be really good art foiled. So. Hoping that the deck performs better with some TLC and new cards or new sleeves. Because, your car always seems to run better after you wash it, clean it out, I don't know. My buddy Jake says that if your deck will perform better the more foils you have. I don't know. All I know is it sure does look prettier because those Azusa does see more play than probably any deck that I have. I am pretty behind, y'all. Let me show you this. All of these are completed decks that are right here that I have built that I've got to film and show y'all. How that was very precariously perched up there. So, yes, I know I should probably be filming a deck right now instead of doing this, but I was doing this anyway, so I figured I would, share the. Oh, did I just? I think I just messed up my Dauntless Tower bar. No. No. Okay. That shouldn't probably be in there anyway. I think this deck is a lot more just fun stuff than, good. I could probably... Yes, I need that new gorgeous Lotus. I need that Lotus that's in with the... I don't want the etched. I don't like the textured foil stuff because it takes away from the shininess, which, thank goodness, because that's way, way, way cheaper. So, thank you. I love the Flintstone shirt because it is super comfy. It really, really is. Love the... I've been debating on getting the Charlie Brown one. I got like the Flames Guy Fieri and closer. Oh, I like it. My wife just came in. She just bought me a new shirt. It's a Lotus Cobra. This art I like. If this art got full arted, then it would be in there. But the new one with the weird border and not a fan. Here again, I probably need to be looking at like oddball secret layers for some of this stuff. Bootlegger stash, because that's not silly at all. Bootlegger stash with a Seedborn Muse, and we are into serious mana. Have you ever Genesis waved and like Genesis waved your entire deck? All you have left is instant sorceries in your deck. Something. Yep. So Bristol Bro, where are you from? Primal Surge. Yes. I love Primal Surge. My Rurik Thar deck. I have Primal Surge and Fervor are the only two non-creature, non-land cards. And there are, I don't know, there's 3 versions of From Kentucky, Live in Florida. Awesome. Yeah. Rurik Thar is just, I love that version of Yavimaya. Oh, next comes the fun card. You all know what's in there. Look at that. If for nothing else, Commander Masters was awesome because it allowed us to get foils and to pull. How long has it been since you pulled Soul Rings from a booster pack? It's been a long time for me. Some people have never experienced it because it's not been a booster pack. I mean, it's been since what, 95 for me. It's a beast within. I need a pre-beast. I'm pretty sure that Beast Within was done in a secret layer or something. Living in Florida now, Bristow. I have family down in Florida. I don't know where. I know they're northern Florida, but I don't get down that much there. Blackblade Reforge. That was about the coolest version, that spell book. I need to go back and look it up. Oh no, because those old From the Vaults were just foil. Now, granted, they had that crazy bling in foil, which I like. Here's a Mistress Helix. That's a fair and balanced Magic card. Yeah. Yeah. Pull the soul ring. No, Bristol, the deck is not all foil. That is the goal. That's the end goal. But some cards like this, the Mistress Helix, I don't know if this exists in foil. I know it's Urza Saga, which was the set before foils, and there was some judge foils from Urza Saga, like the Cradle. It's stupid. But the deck will eventually get there. Um, Mistress Helix is so good. It is phenomenal with Seedborn Muse. But the problem is that is a good way to. Uh, it's almost too oppressive. But that's where the deck is headed. Full art full is what I'm wanting to accomplish. Here's a Nissa Voice of Zendikar. Yeah, it's mainly in there for the card draw, but it takes so long. She's probably going to get cut to here. We're going to let's put her back in here and put her in the stack of look for replacements. Ramanop Excavator. Man, we were sure this card was going to be like the next big thing when it came out an hour. And just didn't happen, did it? A couple bucks. That's the pre-release version there. Greater Good. I'm pretty sure Greater Good has a pretty version too. Do y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Boardifies? There is a inner sleeve out there called Boardify, and it is an inner sleeve, but it has a black border printed on the sleeve, so you can make any card black border. Well, that's not really interesting that much to me because every card's black border now. Well, except for the old white ones. I want white border Boardifies. So if you just happen to be running the Boardify company, hey. Molimo here again. This is not a. Let's look for a replacement for Molimo. Eldrazi Monument. Half the time Eldrazi Monument comes down, the game is over. This is a card that just wins games. +1, flying, indestructible. Man, that's a beast of a card. I was expecting this in Commander Masters. Really was. How much is it? Ooh, I know there's a pretty reliquary tower now because it's in Commander Masters. I know that. You know what? I may even have one. Forest. And FYI, for those of y'all who are late, Azusa is one of my favorite decks, and that's why she's in the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman sleeves. I grew up with Linda Carter being Wonder Woman, but I have no complaints with Gal. Of course, I'm not a comic book guy either. I dig the white borders too. I think it's funny. It does. White border will put some players on tilt from France. Hey, Kim from France. Yes, that is a old legacy trick to where they run when they use their fetches to go look for their actual duels, and those are the only white border cards in the deck. Yeah, it is straight up easier to locate that way. So how are things over in France? We're getting really close here to going to the build box and trying to find replacements for those because, they're not terrible. But either I think I have another version or Omnath, Locus of Mana. Now, this is the From the Vault. This is what I'm talking about for those of y'all that wasn't around when From the Vault happened. Look at the degree of foil, the shininess on that. It's insane. A lot of folks didn't like it because they curled. I have a lot of Secret Lair cards, but see, yeah, Chroma's Memorial's it's a win condition as well. Now, this is not a pretty foil. It is a what was that run over by the dump truck foil? But it is a foil, a Chroma's Memorial. That would be. I have faith that that would be a gorgeous card if they full arted it with new artwork. I mean, it would have to be, right? Get actual Dan Scott to do it again, or Avon, something. A lot of I wonder how many Forest I have in this deck. I can tell you there is a bunch. Because with this particular deck, if you don't, you feel like if you can't lay 3 lands a turn, then you're behind. Now, weirdly enough, one of the style decks that I hate playing this deck against is Group Hug. Because the entire premise of Azusa here is that I get ahead of everybody else at the table on mana production, right? And then with Group Hug, everybody has everything and you're not ahead. So the deck is only good if you're ahead of your opponents. Let's see. Not a good government, but just need to take care of our families. Chilling with Magic. Chilling with Magic is pretty much my existence. I retired from my 30-year career a couple years ago, and now, last year, I opened up this game store here, and we have been open for 1 year and 1 week. And so this is but you don't realize exactly how much work is involved in running a game store. I mean, it's wild. Oh, I'm trying to put the sleeve in the sleeve. I'm the same size sleeve. Okay. Oh, last card there before we go searching for either foils of these or. Now, I like that Ant Queen with Seedborn. Man, I'm saying that a lot, ain't I? Seedborn, it's just a great card. Worldly Tutor probably wouldn't hurt to go to make sure I get the Seedborn. So this is what we've got. This is all right. Let me move my sleeves over now because we're getting to a specific point. Okay, these are sleeves. Azusa. The cards that I think we can replace that I might have foils of or better somethings. This is the non-full art. Oh, look at all that air. Non-full art cards. And this is the full art foil stack. Well, the Harmonize is not foil, but it doesn't exist in foil. So, yeah, that's not a lot there. Then we have Forest. Here, let's count these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41. So we have 41 forest, in addition to the other lands like the Reliquary and the Strip Mine. All right, so I'll be back. I'm still going to be talking, but y'all won't be able to see me because I will be over here at trying to find cards for. Let me just grab. Hold on. What's the stack of goodness? Elvish Mystic. Do we need an Elvish Mystic? Probably not. There's not one in there. All right. We're going to grab this stack of green cards. All right. Stack of green cards. This is from my build box. Have a bird. I don't think we need a Bird of Paradise in a single color deck. Evolution Sage might not be that bad. We have a couple of Planeswalkers, some creatures with 1 counters, but man, that Halo foil frillback is next of kin. When an enchanted creature dies, you may put a creature card you own with lesser mana value. No thanks, I'm already lost interest. Let's see. How does the Mana Vault construction work at your place? Well, I am down to at the Mana Vault. FYI, for those of y'all that don't know, the Mana Vault is the name that you all viewers gave to the room in the earlier videos. Nothing like the past year, but my house has been under construction on everything but that room. So everything in my house, every bed, TV, refrigerator, couch, every piece of furniture, everything in the house went into the Mana Vault, right? Went into that room. And as we are getting rooms completed, stuff is coming out. There's one room left to get the floor done, and then we can start getting everything out. Once that happens, I will probably resume filming there, or I may I may film both. Who knows? But currently, we're down to just one room left in there, which is not bad considering the entire house was in there. Steel Leaf Champion is, I don't know. Another Kodamas Reach. What do y'all think? Do we care about the Emerald Medallion? I don't think we do. I mean, yeah, it's a sweet pull off the turn 1 Soul Ring, but you're asking to win the lottery then. And it's not a full art. Now, granted, this will be the first time we've had fulls, well, except for the Secret Lair, but first time you can pack foils. Hey, there's a Primal Surge. But I have so many sorceries that I need. So, Defiler of Vigor. It's not a bad card. I don't know what I would take out for it. What's a Wormquake? Make an XX green worm with trample and toxic, where X is the amount I'm going to spend this spell. Oh, and it's just flashback for a whole bunch. There's a pretty Nature's Lore. I don't think there's anything here. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do anything with these 6 or 7 cards here. The worm, I need that in my worm deck. Incubate X twice, where X is the number of lands you control. The fan on my computer just started running really, really loud. I was like, another normal return to nature, another beast within, moss diamond, squirrel nest. I've already done the squirrel nest trick with the other, another deck. Is that Green Warden? Eh. Oh, hey, look at that. That, I like that Blanchwood armor better. I really, really do. I think we replaced the Blanchwood, which was not even on our our radar to replace, but I didn't realize I had that cool one there. Raised by Giants. Was Azusa Raised by Giants? It's like I bought so many Raised by Giants. Every time I build a commander deck with green in it, I'm like, I go past this card and I'll go, was this commander raised by Giants? Terrastodon, but it's not. Farseek, Hornet Queen, Rasta. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. There's a Zendikar Resurgent that's foil. Oh. Well, I thought I knocked the card off. Do we care about a Zendikar Resurgent? How many overall creatures do we have? Because getting double mana, I mean, we're already. So let's look at the creature count. 1, 2. We have a lot of stuff that makes creatures, though. Oh, no, it's just casting. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21. We have 21 creatures, which is not a lot for a creature deck. Do I like the... Yeah, I think I like this Blanchwood. I don't know. That 9th edition art's pretty good. Yeah, I think I just leave that one until I find a... But this Zendikar Resurgent has me... So we're not gonna draw a whole lot of cards because 21 in the deck, we're not gonna draw, a third of them probably. Another double your mana card. But I think we have a better chance of drawing cards off of Zendikar Resurgent than we do off of Nissa Voice of Zendikar. I do. Because you cast her for 3. She comes in with 3. She goes immediately up to 4. But you still got to make 3 table revolutions before you can get to your card draw. So I think we take Nissa out and we put us into Zendikar Resurgent. Now, I know it's not full art, but it is shiny. I mean, so, I'll put it right back in the sleeve I just took it out of. All right. Well, I think that's about it for what we can do with it today. I've got to dig around and what time are we at? Store opens here in a few minutes, about 40 minutes. So got to get ready for opening. And I guess I could, show my face a little bit. But yeah, I love the Fred Flintstone shirt. It is very, very comfy. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Just re-sleeving a deck. It's not technically I'm not done though. I mean, I still have these 6 cards. But if I'm not sure, I'm going to keep them. I might run across some. Who knows? Somewhere today. A lot of cards come and go in this place. So I appreciate it. Any last questions before I go? Anybody? No? So big stuff. The Wilds of Eldraine 63 card sheet. I really like that they're using that 63 card sheet. Because the Strixhaven Mystical Archives, the Brothers War Artifacts, the Multiverse Legends were all 63 card sheets, and they serve a good reprint purpose. They serve the problem is there's too many reprints now because of those, but they also give us Commander players something to open out of new packs, which is by design, I know. But if you haven't looked at the Wilds of Eldraine enchantment list, if you go to Mythic Spoiler, you got to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Just the ones that they've shown us so far are amazing. Apparently, they're all going to be enchantments. Just Necropotence and Doubling Season and Rhystic Study. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Anyway, looking forward to those. That's going to do a lot for me, especially. But that's what I've got for today. I got to get to work because I don't want to fire myself. Thank y'all so much. But we will see y'all next time.